to the South Pacific headquarters of PortoFit. Today we're going to do our most minimal movement medicine. This should be your third one in a row, and we're just going to focus a little bit on some spinal movement and getting ready for your day and getting some things moving that might not move in your everyday life. So let's start from a quadruped position or an all fours position or tabletop position. There are so many names for this position, but we start from here. We're going to start with this really simple cat-cow. So we're just going to do 3 of these where I arch up. That's my cat. Things to think about. I tuck my tailbone under or forward, and I bring my head down as I push my spine up. And I reverse it, dropping belly button to floor. And the hips tip the other way. That's my 1, 2, and 3. And now what we're going to do is what the kids in Baltimore used to refer to as the dirty stripper. Sorry, I'm making you do this in your living room or basement. But we're going to imagine our rib cage. I call this cleaning the barrel. Imagine our rib cage with a really big barrel around it. And I'm going to press my ribs to one side of the barrel. I want to clean the top of the barrel, this side of the barrel, and then drop it down. So it's kind of like a moving cat-cow, but it's going circular. And yes, I probably do look like a dirty stripper. Sorry, y'all. Other direction. I will say this. We're in the comfort of our own homes, but I've just gotten to the point where I will do anything that makes my body feel better in public because I just don't worry about what people think anymore. And if you can get to that point too, you too can do the dirty stripper in a Planet Fitness. Catch a couple looks. What's the worst thing that can happen? So we've got our cat-cow, or not dirty stripper, or clean the barrel. And then next up we're going to go with, I didn't believe it was called this, but it's called the puppy pose. So we're going to go, if you're on a yoga mat, knees are probably to the outside of the yoga mat and then toes are slightly in. And if you're just on your carpet, let's say knees are at least shoulder width apart. And what we're going to focus on here is keeping the hips stacked over the knees, not sitting back into it or too far forward. So hips right over the knee. And I'm just going to extend my arms out and get here. And then what we'll do from this position is we'll just take 5 really big rib expanding breaths. So your head might float, your head might touch the ground. And then we're going to take our 5 deep breaths. Ribs expand and then ribs contract. So big, making my kind of back puff out. That's 2. Feel myself sink into it a little bit more. I can do a little side to side motions. One more. And then come on out. So that is getting our spine moving 101. You want to do that in a mindful way, in a controlled kind of way. But if that felt so good that you want to do it again, do it again. Just don't rush through it. Again, this is our most minimal, which means you could do more. These are gentle exercises, so you're not going to overdo it. The only way we could overdo it is if we just really crank into ranges of motion that we're not ready for. Remember, something breaks, it's not a stretch anymore. Thanks, y'all. Peace.